Hey, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7. Now, today, got some more crafting for you guys. Now, this time around, we're going to be doing the second half of the Overlord collab side story, crafting speed set gear to see if we can perhaps become a cleaver gamer here. That's not going to happen, but I would appreciate some speed pieces. Hey, you never know, perhaps we can actually make some magic happen. This looks like a pretty fun piece, actually. I'm gonna try to roll it to see if it's a upgrade for Karina, but anyway. Yeah, we're gonna be mostly hunting for speed. If I feel like I had enough speed and I, hit some lucky jackpot pieces, we'll move over to penetration set, but I'm not really looking too much for pen set pieces. Mostly just looking for speed set here, just the main draw to the second half of the side story. I still have a lot of currency for the first half of the side story, so yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more crafting for that. I was going to do a lot of it off camera, but if you guys want to see those recordings, let me know, and I will end up recording and posting them as well. But yeah, the crafting videos here, you guys do tend to enjoy, so I don't want to leave you guys out, right? There's a lot of RTA and stuff going on the channel, but I do know you guys like to sit back, relax, and watch some bad luck, some bad juju happen on the screen here. I am saving, I'm basically locking a bunch of pieces that have some speed on it. All these pieces that you craft are epic gear, so it is really nice. You can expect, pretty decent pieces from this, especially if you're a newer player or in the mid-game looking for some upgrades. For me, it's a little bit more rare to see some upgrades, so you might see me throw away pieces that you might otherwise want to keep. But in general, I'm going to talk to you guys about the pieces that we're rolling, the reason why we're rolling them, and the rolls in general that we end up getting, and why I decide to keep or throw away certain pieces of gear. This one looks really interesting. I'm going to keep this because resist with some damage here. There is no attack stat, which kind of sucks, but you never know if you want to resist bruiser. Looks kind of cool now. This looks really nice. We have effectiveness and speed. Now the other thing is, if you guys are like, ooh, I don't know if I actually have the time to craft all these. The event's ending, in like a day. Usually the event, like the store stays open for another week, so you have a week to kind of use up all your currency. It's happened in the past, so yeah, do keep that in mind. This boot here, nah, I don't really want effect res on an attack boot. I do want attack boots that are nice to have like crit damage, health, and defense and stuff on it. It'd be kind of nice for LQC to see some upgrades. I do need to tweak my LQC build because ever since she got her crit chance imprint for herself, I can lose a lot of crit rate on my pieces and try to bulk her up a little. This looks interesting because again, it's like a HP bruisery type build with a effect res. Again, I don't know who even uses stuff like this, but it would be a funny build. It's kind of like something people on the Japanese server would probably do. There's just some like troll build out there, right? You never know what will work. But these pieces here, I'm looking a lot at these chest pieces. If I can get some good speed chest pieces, I'll be super happy, because it's one of the pieces I'm most lacking speed in. At least for speed set. Oh wow, effectiveness with bulk and speed. Flat defense also a really good substat to have here. We're getting really good initial pieces, but will the rolls be good? Let's find out. Let's go ahead and dive in here to some of these. So all the ones that I've locked are the ones that I like, except this one actually. This one I had earlier today. I didn't roll it yet, so let's just dive in. We have a bunch of gold to spare. We got one roll into speed, and it's a 4-speeder, which is a max roll, by the way. Speed can go anywhere from 1 to 4 speed, technically 1 to 5, but 5 is such a rare roll that no one counts it. So 4 is technically the max here. I rolled into speed 1 time, so I don't really like that result. Out of 3 rolls, you want to hit speed at least twice to continue, at least for me. I don't like the rolls on that. There was a min roll defense, and it was a flat HP roll, which was kind of bad. This piece already started with subpar rolls, so 3 crit chances the lowest roll possible, 5 crit chances the second to lowest roll possible, 4 being the lowest here for crit damage. So rolling super low here, not worth it for me to go into it, even though the piece looks pretty decent to start with. Let's go into, oh yeah, the potential Karina piece here. I do like a bit of res on my Karina, so let's see what we get. Unless we just get a bunch of speed, in which case that'd actually be pretty decent too. Flat defense is not terrible if we can keep rolling speed here. You know, rolling speed as a subset on boots is kind of questionable, but that flat defense roll is actually not terrible. I don't know if I want to keep this, honestly, because another good thing to do is to check your units, by the way, as you're rolling. So, Karina here, yeah, the chance of us beating this piece, probably not very high, right? Okay, so we are going to let this piece go, I think. I don't think it's worth it for us to keep rolling onto it. So, I will unlock it. Not really too many other units I want a defense scaling boot, right? A defense percent boot. It's going to crit chance, which I don't really want, and I don't really want to continue here. I know usually with epic pieces you want to roll twice into speed to check it, but all the stats on it, the main stat wasn't that great. Usually flat stats aren't great main stats, unless of course you're just speed hunting, in which case every stat doesn't matter except for speed. Ooh, if we hit another speed there, it would have been nice. We got a nice defense roll. The crit damage roll I'm not too insanely happy about. But if we can keep hitting crit damage, apparently, which I don't want, then I will abandon it. This looks like I'm missing a roll, mostly because crit damage can roll up to 7%. So if you're rolling gear like this and you see like 16% crit damage here, it's essentially like starting with 7% and rolling another 7%, you get to 14%. So one of the rolls essentially doesn't exist. 2% crit damage is like nothing, right? So yeah, I'm going to abandon that piece there. Now, did it have potential? Yes. But do I have way too much bruiser gear that's like that? Absolutely yes. So I'm going to pass on it. I'm just going to check. Oh, this is abysmal. Look at this. It's almost as if I never rolled into this piece. Looks awful. Alright. Let's check this. Ooh, yeah, this is the one I said I could maybe build like some effect res bruiser. Honestly, I have no idea who I'm going to build with this. If it rolled well, it rolled into attack, which I absolutely don't want. So let's go with this one. Come on, we're just looking for speed, essentially. If it rolls into effect res or something like that along the way, it's fine. So you can mod, never mind. It rolled into crit damage. I was gonna say you can mod crit damage for HP percent, and now you have speed, HP percent, flat HP, and effect res. Pretty good if it rolls into more speed or effect res for like a Soul Weaver or a tanky unit like a Christie, something like that, right? Would be kind of nice. Anyone that wants resistance, some knights and tanks, usually pretty well. Speaking of resist, that was a terrible roll. It started at 4%, which is the lowest possible roll, and then we rolled a 5% into it, which is the second lowest roll, so that's great. Love to see it. Okay, and of course this rolls into flat defense, which I am a little hesitant to abandon, honestly, because everything else is like max roll. 8% health is a max roll, 7% crit damage is a max roll, 4% crit chance is a mid roll, but is a pretty decent roll. We got a really low roll into health, so I no longer want this anymore. For these types of effect res bruisers, if you are going to commit to one, you really need them to roll high. You need insane gear scores. Gear scores, by the way, is like this equipment score down here, so you need a high score to... It essentially measures how well your gear roll. The higher the score, the better the rolls. We got a max crit rate roll, we got a speed roll. We're really close to a plus 12, so... Nah, actually, I don't think I can justify this. I don't think I can justify that. The defense roll is a little too low for me. I didn't want that. Okay, we're gonna go for this. Got some speed here. Again, you're just essentially praying that you hit this this lottery, right? This jackpot. Because with 4 substats, the probability of hitting this speed is 25% chance. But then once you hit that, there is there's a probability of you hitting 1, 2, 3, or 4 speed. Now, it's not going to be the exact same percentage for each one. I think 1 speed is a pretty low probability compared to 2, 3, and 4. But yeah, you essentially have to get lucky so many times to win the 25% just 4 or 5 times in a row, while also maintaining really insane rolls along the way, you know, not just getting a bunch of 2-speeders. It requires a lot. But we got double crit chance roll here. I again, I don't know if I want this. The double crit chance roll is good, but then the crit damage is a little subpar, and again, I don't know who I really want to use this on. Most effect res bruisers, I'd say, need some speed. You do want a little bit of speed. You can use them in teams with Mei Chloe, is pretty nice. Mei Chloe's passive gives like effect resistance to the entire team, and if you run her with Shimadra's staff, also gives more effect res to the entire team. If you run someone with Bastion of Hope, also gives more effect res to the entire team, so it's kind of nice. I'm abandoning this one. Actually, should I? Let's go +6. What if we miraculously hit another flat defense? Yes, what if we hit another flat defense? This was not good. This was also not good. I just wanted to hit speed here. It would have been a good DPS piece if I hit a bunch of speed, right? And then you have some crit rate and a little bit of attack. Would have been nice. But so far, look at all these duds, guys. Wow, look at all that. I am going to extract pretty much all of this. Or sorry, yeah, I'm going to extract all this for right now. Get some speed pieces here. Okay, and in the future, I guess we'll sell some off. This is good rolls, good rolls. Could be a decent bruisery piece. We'll check it out. This is again speed, which is what we're looking for. Ooh, this one's actually, I mean, flat defense, flat health, not the greatest. I don't mind flat defense usually, but flat health is not great. Terrible substats all around, definitely don't want that. Alright, ooh, finally a speed boot, defense, effectiveness, effect res. That is beautiful. Don't want the crit rate roll, so obviously I'm going to roll into it 3 times, but, it's a pretty good defensive, like, tank supportive, piece. Okay, so my cat is jumping into a pile of, empty boxes, so that's fantastic. I don't know if you just heard that from the microphone, but anyway, at least she's not destroying stuff on my desk. I do appreciate that. This seems okay. The HP and attack are low rolls, crit chance mid, but is a max crit damage roll. Might be okay depending on if we get max rolls in there. This is attack with speed, defense, crit damage. Not terrible. Hey, things are maybe looking up for us. We're getting decent substats here. I don't like the main stat, but we will roll this for the speed exclusively. This is attack and crit damage defense. I'm gonna try it just to try to get like a penta roll attack. If I can get a ton of attack stacked up, it would actually be a pretty decent piece. My LQC, by the way, has like a 40% something attack helmet, which is kind of nice. Something like this is also decent. Some of the rolls are a bit low there, like 5s are not really great. But if we high roll, or if all the rolls go into one stat, it's really good. If you ever have a piece where all your rolls, like you roll 4 or 5 times to one stat, probably a pretty solid piece, unless you roll into like flat HP, in which case, rest in peace, but... Ooh, hang on. 1% off max with effect res, 2% off max with health. Everything else is nice. Beautiful. All the right substats too. Again, speed, health, effect res. Oh yeah, we definitely take that one. Okay, ooh, speed, health, effect res. Look at this, guys. And people always ask me, Azza, why do you play so defensively? Why do you play so tanky? Why don't you cleave or play aggro? I wonder why. I wonder why. You guys see how these rolls go. That was an effect res piece that could actually been pretty good. I don't know on who though. The fact that it's on speed set is what concerns me. If it's on a res set or like a counter set or something, maybe. But I don't really use this on anyone. Like, if I go check out my Kairon, for example. Yeah, Kairon, see, Kairon's on a counter build, meanwhile BBK is on like a full res build, so I have no need for a speed build that has resistance on those pieces like that, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and we've locked quite a few pieces of gear, so let's go through these and see if luck will shine our way. Crit damage, you know, I'm okay with I'm okay with damage stats. Maybe not this many damage stats, but again, it's rolling onto one stat here. Then we get some speed. If we just like roll 4 speed here, or mineral health to make it look like we didn't roll at all, because hey, health can start at 8%, little did you know. So if you get 2 min rolls, it's equal to a starting roll. That's why min rolls are really bad, by the way. That's why people hate them. Alright, let's go for this. 7767, 4%, 4% min roll defense. Again, very sad. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, you know, I used to play E7. I'm just watching videos for fun now. And a lot of you tell me in the comments, some of you guys message me too, going like, dude, you just reminded me of why I quit Epic 7. It's absolutely insane. The rolling that you have to do, the RNG levels you have to bypass. Hey, but you see with me, even without the best piece of gear, you still can make it work in PvP. It's not terrible. Alright, speed? Oh, that's really bad. Alright. We make it work, and the logic behind that really is simple. You don't get great gear rolls, and neither does anybody else, honestly. So we're all struggling together, unless you're a whale, in which case you can get infinite gears. Effectiveness and effect res. I don't like the spread, usually, in these two stats. And of course we hit a crit chance, which is not good. I could mod that for HP. I just need more effect res. No, that's not. No, that's not. Nope. Nope. What'd I say, guys? Remember, didn't I jinx myself? I said, oh yeah, I'm just gonna roll like 3 crit rate. You know, 3 rolls into crit rate. No speed in that one, so we abandon that. Go up here. This one, I just wanted to stack attack. Or we can min-roll crit rate. I mean, min-roll crit rates always suck. It feels terrible. And I'm sure you guys can, you know, empathize here. I'm sure you've had this happen. Ooh, max roll, but not into the stats I really wanted. You're building a character, you're rolling pieces of gear, you're like, oh my god, it just min-rolled crit twice. This sucks. But whatever, it's a usable piece I'm going to put on somebody. You put it on somebody and your character has 99% crit rate. It happens every time, doesn't it? 99% crit rate. All you had to do was not min-roll one of those crit rolls. But you had to. Because we always have to. Alright, this is... Ooh, that's terrible. I actually don't know why I went in for a second roll there. That piece was not that good. Crit rate, health, crit damage, attack. Let's just roll... Wait, this looks like the weapon we just rolled. What? Health and crit... Ooh, that crit damage roll is so low and terrible. Wow, it looks like a plus 3 piece, honestly. Because the crit damage, you can start at 7%, so the fact that it's at 8%, not a big difference at all. Wait a minute, why is this piece still locked? Oh, because we didn't roll it! Alright, let's go for it. Let's put these in. Maybe these are luckier, the equipment powder. Not really, I guess. It's a good effect res roll, but I don't know if I want to keep it, because they roll into crit damage. I know you can mod it for like flat health or effectiveness, but it's really not worthwhile. It's not worth your resources to do so. Oh, ooh, wait, no, this is the god piece right here. Oh, guys, this is it. This is it. I can feel it in me bones. 14 speed? That is not 14 speed. But if I roll 4 speed here, 25% chance? Oh, that sucked. I had my eyes closed. I was like, ooh, this is going to be great. I don't actually know if I should keep this and perhaps reset its rolls. I could potentially do that. Although, reset rolls might be better off saved for sets of gear that you don't normally get too many of. I don't know. I'll hold on to it. Ooh, we actually didn't roll this one. Wow, we had so many pieces to roll here. Okay, let's go for this. Oh, 2 more min roll sets. What is happening, guys? We're farming this event like crazy, and this is how we get treated. Alright, let's sell for powders, because I do want to reclaim some of the charms I've been spending. Okay, this is not great. Let's Go for another one here. Nope, not good. We'll try this one just for the speed. Alright, let's continue here. So, I had to, remove my cat from the pile of boxes. She, like, legitimately couldn't get out. She buried herself so deep. Alright, anyway, hopefully it's a bit more quiet in the background. So we got health, effect res, and defense. That's really good. No speed, however, we can mod attack out for either more defensive stats or some speed. Ooh, wow, health, effect res, defense again. Okay, so we're just getting really tanky stats here, which is fine. I don't necessarily mind. But, again, remember the whole purpose of this is the hunt for speed. I don't really know about effect res DPS gear on speed set. The whole purpose is to farm for speed, and we're getting absolutely none of it, which is very depressing. Crit chance, hey, this might actually be pretty good because Flitica uses crit chance necklaces, and I do want to upgrade her speed. That'd be kind of nice. Speed here, let's go for it. Decent with effectiveness and effect res. Health boots with attack speed and effectiveness, not the greatest. Typically want speed boot main stat for most characters. There's no speed for an effectiveness ring, which is kind of bad. Effectiveness rings are pretty much exclusively used on openers and debuffers and support units who all want to be really fast. Think of Cia Lilius, think of Lua, Knockwalls, right? Amalpolitis, those types of units. This is looking good. We have attack, crit damage, and speed, so this could be a really great DPS helmet. This could be a support unit helmet. Defense, speed, effect res, flat defense, right? As long as we dodge crit chance, again, knock on wood, gonna roll twice the crit chance now. Min rolls, I can guarantee, I can see the future already. I went to the future and I came back and I told you, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna fail all our rolls. There's no 20 speeder in sight today, unfortunately. Flat health, ooh. If it was a HP percent, that'd actually be a sick necklace, because it has effectiveness, defense, it has everything. Effect res too, would be pretty good. Right, these are all not looking the best. We'll go for that for the speed. Wow, how many crafts are we in? We're in like almost 75 crafts, and how many pieces have we really gotten? Like almost nothing. We're getting shafted in this session. I don't want this type of piece without any speed on it. Would be nice to like tank down, you know, get some HP effect res effectiveness, but usually the units that want both effectiveness and effect res are usually support units. That don't want to get debuffed, that also have debuffs of their own. Think Ocean Breeze Luluka, Angel of Light Angelica, right, those units. And they, ooh. Again, if there was speed here, it'd be godlike, but there's none. But yeah, those units, they tend to want speed as well. They want to be pretty quick. Not necessarily opener levels of speed, but they want to be about 230, 240 speed, most of them. Ooh. Okay, effectiveness with speed, crit chance, and health. That's actually insane. Now, if we don't get the crit chance rolls here, we get some effect res rolls. Could still be a really good mixed, like, debuffer resist unit, right? Even if it's not in PvP, you can use this in PvE. Tamarin, for example, really loves having both effectiveness and effect res for PvE content. So, could always be an upgrade for her. Ooh, nice. And yeah, sometimes when you're crafting gear and you get some hand-me-down gear, or you just get gear that doesn't roll exactly what you want for PvP, you can definitely use it for PvE characters. Hand-me-downs work very, very well for them. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this craft here. Can we actually get to 100 crafts in this video? We'll see. We have to speedrun these rolls though. And by speedrun these, I mean we're gonna fail every single one. Watch this. Just gonna fail this right now. Not gonna roll speed. Not gonna roll speed. Oh, actually, it's baiting me now. It's making me use all my charms, so... Ah, yeah, that's unfortunate. If it rolled another speed there, it would have been great. That's actually looking like it missed the roll, so it looks like a +9, because effectiveness can... This looks like it started at 8 and it rolled at 7, right? But it rolled twice into there somehow. So that's really bad. Moving on, let's go to this one. So normally speed, we say that you can fail a speed roll on epic pieces of gear, mostly because when you reforge pieces, you get extra stats. And when you get extra stats, oh shit, I was hoping it would go into more attack. I actually kind of don't like this piece anymore. It looked like it kind of low rolled. When you get extra stats from reforging, speed gets increased by the number of times you rolled speed. So if you rolled speed twice, then when you go to reforge, you get 2 extra speed, right? If you rolled speed 4 times, you get 4 extra speed on reforge. How speed is a little bit different though is that if you rolled speed 5 times, the max you can get when you reforge is still 4 speed. So it doesn't make that big of a difference. Obviously the roll itself makes a difference. A quad roll speed versus a penta roll speed, pretty big difference, especially if you get the same number of rolls in each one. But yeah, it's negligible, right? In most cases. On average, it's negligible because when you reforge, you only get 4 and not 5. This rolled... Oh, actually, this is okay. If it just keeps rolling speed, it'll be fine. Again, it just roll speed. Don't get our hopes up. Yeah, because they're all going to get crushed in the end. Alright, which is next? This weapon. Come on now, we're going to try to speedrun this. I don't think we'll make it to 100 crafts here in this one video, but it's okay. We did what, 85 crafts, and what did we walk away with? Almost nothing. Speed. Oh, another double crit chance roll, guys. Look at that. We're just cursed for crit chance when we don't want it. But of course, when you want the crit chance on a DPS piece, you're going to min roll, and your DPS ends up with 99%. Alright, got crit damage. Come on, speed. Ooh, effectiveness was the one stat I did not want to roll on this piece. I am going to continue, mostly because my Briar Witch might use something like this. Never mind, it's an absolute disaster. That min-roll attack sealed the deal. That's the nail in the coffin. Alright, come on now. Oh, that sucks. That flat defense roll there. Not what we're looking for, not what we're looking for. Because there's better ones like this one, right? So, come on. Give me some speed here. Everything's a min roll, by the way. 4, 4, and 4. All min rolls. I don't really care too much about the effect res roll here. Ah, shoot. And as soon as I say it, and again, look, because we min rolled there, it looks pretty bad. Effect res, you can get 16 effect res by starting at 8% and rolling into it once. This looks like a +6 piece at +9. So it's pretty much like a purple piece of gear. Which is by no means terrible, right? If you kept rolling that and you reforged it, it could end up pretty decent and usable on somebody, but for me, I'm not really looking for those pieces. As it's not an upgrade for any of my units. Neither is rolling into flat HP twice there, so we're going to pass on that one. Let's go to this piece. Again, I get so many of these mixed effectiveness and effect res rolls. Oh my god, that's terrible. Look at that. Holy. Again, 16 is like you start at 8% and I've rolled an 8%, but I'm at +6 instead of +3. It's crazy. Okay, do I care about a max crit rate roll? I guess we can continue. There's a max HP roll up there that we ruined with a min roll, or a low roll. And then we go min roll speed. Beautiful stuff. Let's go to this one here. Ooh, we don't have enough charms. So if you ever need charms and you doing your labyrinth diligently, just go over to the shop here and go to your labyrinth shop, and we'll just go ahead and purchase some necklace charms, and I'll go for some ring charms as well, because I do think I need those. So there we go, and then back off to the crafting. Alright, and yeah, some of you guys might have noticed the music is actually, oops, I actually don't want to do this. The music is a little different. Yes, indeed it is, because we get copyrighted if we use the Overlord soundtrack here, which is very unfortunate. Where were we? What? What was Treasury? Yeah, there we go. Okay, back to the crafting. To the enhancements, actually, I should say. Come on now, we gotta get some speed. There you go, that's what I'm talking about. See, all you gotta do is buy some charms, and we're good to go. Pretty high roll for effect res there, not terrible. But now we got a crit rate roll, and again, no use for slow effectiveness rings. So I'm gonna pass up on that. Needed another speed roll there. Just couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. This piece didn't even know what a speed roll was. Oh my god. Looks terrible. Looks like there's absolutely no rolls into it. Okay, got some defense. Don't know if I like that. Oh, what? Yo, 2 rolls into this, and it looks like a +3. I can start at 8% defense and get another 8% with a single roll. Guys, min rolls. Should we abolish min rolls from this game? I mean, it's just terrible, right? It's just a terrible, terrible feeling. Even mid rolls just feel bad. That's a crit damage roll. I don't know if I should continue on this. Ooh, that's a good effect res roll though. It's a max roll. And then we get an HP roll there. I mean, it's not terrible because what you can do is you can modify this for defense percent, which I don't have right now, but you can get about 11% defense, and if you reforge it, you can go up to 14% defense. It's not a terrible piece. It's not terrible because the effect res is there. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and actually, we can extract most of these. I do want to sell off a bunch of these though. I think we'll sell off all of these. Oof. Alright, what did we actually end up getting, honestly? Wait, why is this piece here? This is terrible. Get this out of my sight. Walked away with a piece I can maybe go ahead and reset later, and this, which is I guess a tanky piece for a bruiser, or sorry, not a bruiser, like a knight or a soul weaver. So yeah, to answer the age-old question, as a why don't you ever cleave? Well, we'll talk when we get some speed rolls. With that being said though, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.